Pranam Gurudev. In Hinduism, it has been a prevalent idea about metempsychosis, I mean the soul's transmigration theory, birth and rebirth. Could you put some more light on this spiritual idea?
This is a prevalent idea over the world now. It actually originated from the Hindu seers. Hindu seers, they talked about it. And most of their ideas that we can find in Upanishads and Gita or other authentic religious scriptures, spiritual scriptures, we find this idea is there, that's there. But I mean, most of the ideas are right. So we cannot say that some person, the man of wisdom, he will speak some right ideas, he will give some right perceptions, and then he will give something wrong. No. So this idea that when a living being dies, his soul doesn't die, it is indirectly proved by the modern science too. We find that the conservation theory of conservation. In conservation theory, we know that no energy is ever lost and no matter is ever lost, ever destroyed. Nothing is destroyed. Everything is preserved. Only transformation takes place. Transformation takes place. So that way, they talk about, because they can prove energy and they can prove about matter, the transformation by their scientific instruments. But the transformation of soul cannot be proved by those instruments, because this is a finer thing, a subtle thing. So transformation is there. This is discovered by the ancient Hindu rishis, the seers, the enlightened people, that after death the soul doesn't die. Because if you think that a person who might have lived a very vicious life, full of crimes, full of idiocy, he dies, and the person who is very wise, righteous and just, and he dies, both goes to the one plane, one area, one thing, vanished in the space. It cannot be. It cannot be. The energy, every bit of your energy is preserved, and this energy is there in your subtle body. A human being has 3 bodies, basically. A human being has 3 bodies. 3 bodies are there with every being, but human being can realize this, can analyze this, and can come to know directly. Direct perception can be possible. So one is the crude body, the other is the subtle body, and the third one is the causal body. And crude body is physical, is sustained by physical elements, and it goes to the rudimental physical existence back, universal physical existence. And subtle body composes of your mind, your thinking power, I mean to say mind, then your intelligence, your power of discrimination, and your vital powers, the vital energies that is controlling your senses. These all together make the subtle body. And this subtle body has the mind, and the mind has different levels, conscious level, subconscious, and unconscious level. And mind is a vast thing. Every individual's mind is as big as the universe, as a matter of fact. Like universe has different levels and different layers, the mind has different levels and different layers. So whatever we do, good or bad, every day, every moment, they are all preserved in the subconscious level of mind, from which we get the memory, and then after death, this all get accumulated in the superconscious mind, or you can say unconscious mind, whatever, superconscious mind. And from that superconscious mind, again, our karma comes, the karma, and then people are born. So this is the law of karma. The karma, every action has its reaction, and this reaction in the potential form and also in the dynamic form. So potential form is accumulated there. So this accumulation cannot be spoiled. Whatever you might have done and then finished, like this bulb is fused. The bulb is fused, but electricity is not fused. Electricity is still existing. You put another bulb and the light will come. Exactly the same way, when a person dies, death means a separation from body, mind, separation from the body to mind. When the mind and body separated, then it is possible. Then death happens. And that mind preserves all the karma, desires, the momentum, and the desires are very greatly connected with the world, and then by natural law, this mind which exists in a certain plane of existence, astral existence, there are many astral existences, astral planes, according to the work, according to the ideas that are cultivated here in this world. So this plane goes, and from there again it comes back in order to fulfill the longings, in order to fulfill the desires that are lurking in the soul, and that needs an environment. You can understand that if you want to buy something, you need to go to the market. If you want to sell something, you need to go to the market. If you want to work somewhere in a shop, you go to market. If you want to see something, you go to the market. But if you don't have to see, don't have to work, and don't have to buy, don't have to sell, why should you go to the market? So a lot of our desires are connected with the world. Somebody wants to have a good wife because the wife he had maybe is not very satisfactory, not very pleasing. So he has a longing in the heart to have a good wife or a good son or some money or a good car. So these longings linger, and that brings him back again to the world. And unless his desires are fulfilled, nature will not spare him. Like a student, unless he fulfilled the course of education, the school will not spare him, college will not spare him. So this is a college, in world is a college. Over and over we come to have our soul educated, and the education is complete. The nature says you are not to come again. Go, you are liberated.